Whilst the Bloodline and Deadman editions released a week ago, today is the official release date of the standard edition of WWE 2K25. So if you're still debating the game or are freshly getting your hands on it, this video is going to be for you, as we're going to be checking out 5 big reasons you need to play WWE 2K25. And before we get into it, a huge thanks to 2K for sponsoring today's video. If you're a fan of MyRise, this year's game features a completely brand new story, Mutiny, and from feedback so far, it is one of the best they've ever done. This year's story sees Bayley, Kevin Owens and other top superstars attempt to take over the NXT brand, with us leading to a winner controls the WWE match taking place at Survivor Series. This year's story also sees ally stories where you get to play alongside and with the likes of Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Becky Lynch and more. And with all this, you're going to be unlocking a bunch of new weapons, arenas and superstars, which are then available across all game modes. The main character during this journey is of course your own custom My Superstar, of which can be customized with the game's many new and extensive creation parts, with you also being able to create a casual attire for your non-in-ring moments. This year's mode does also feature branching story choices for added replayability, so you'll be able to play through this one multiple times.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck? Who was that?
Oh, where's security? Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
So whilst the MyRise story is looking to beat one of the best 2K have done so far, the same can be said about this year's 2K showcase, the Bloodline Dynasty, which celebrates and showcases the many members of the Bloodline family. Much like last year's showcase, this year's showcase allows you to control numerous superstars over numerous eras, which I personally think is a much more fun experience than say controlling a specific superstar over several matches. The Bloodline Dynasty spans from classic days of the Wild Samoans through to current day of the likes of Roman Reigns and the current day Bloodline. In this year's showcase you either get to relive certain matches, in some you're going to get the chance to rewrite history, whilst others are entirely dream matches, which all in all really does help mix things up and keep things fresh along your 2K showcase journey. Theme aside, this year's showcase also features a bunch of new improvements over recent versions, as it has got the return of showcase entrances, the return of showcase commentary, it has got the return of full gameplay cutscenes, and it even features alternative endings for nearly every match on the showcase list. That aside, the diversity of the showcase gives us many superstars for the roster that we maybe wouldn't see normally, as we've got the likes of the Wild Samoans, the Head Shrinkers, High Chief Peter Maivia, plus more. Another big reason of course to check out this year's game is this year's gameplay updates, of which this year there is a bunch. Whilst the core gameplay does remain similar to the last couple of games, which is arguably the best we've seen in the series, the game does feature a bunch of updates to keep things fresh as well. Along with the huge roster of over 300 superstars, there is the addition of intergender matches, so you can finally once again be able to do male versus female matches, which might be bad news for Dirty Dom, as you can now put in one-on-one with Rhea Ripley. It even means that this year we can also do intergender Royal Rumble matches. The game also has the ability to do barricade dives, which are pretty cool in their own right. There is 2 new match types, Bloodline Rules, which is a huge amount of fun, as well as Total Anarchy, as it goes from 1 versus 1 with no rules into eventually essentially a 4 versus 4. The second new match type is the brand new Underground match, which visually does look awesome with the lighting, and also adds a bunch of very cool moves to the game as well. For example, a spear off the apron, a chokeslam off the apron, and it even adds special commentary for select superstars as they make their way to the ring for the Underground matches.
WWE Underground, acknowledge him.
There is no doubt Roman understands the danger that awaits, and he is more than comfortable adapting to the Underground.
That is not all though, we have got a bunch of other awesome stuff as well. We have got some new paybacks, including one where you can throw powder in your opponent's face. The third-person camera option has also been added, which lets us experience the action like never before. Body bruising is also looking super awesome. Chain wrestling is back and better than ever. We've got the addition of 2 brand new backstage brawl areas. We've got the WWE Archives, which features a ton of Easter eggs and nods to the past, including the ability to throw your opponents off the classic SmackDown fist. And then we have got the NXT parking lot, which gives us what is essentially a glass table to throw our opponents through. Then in other areas, this year's GM mode also sees a bunch of additions, as well as this year's Universe mode, which sees the return of promos.
I guess this is one way forward to answer a challenge.
The Vince.
Now, one of the main areas of interest every year is the Community Creations and Creation Suite. The good news is that it is said there is more than 1,000 new Creator Superstar part combinations. There is 120 original parts for the island, so gear, tattoos and face paints. There is 150 Creator Superstar wigs and 64 new beards. There is even more than 50 pairs of Nike and Jordan items added as well. Creation parts aside, the Creation Suite generally is looking very positive as well, with an awesome amount of new motions added, from new moves to some very cool brand new entrances.
Acknowledge the original Bloodline.
Last but not least, we have got the island. Now, whilst there has been some debates about the mode, one thing that is for sure is that it is unique. Now, this is the first time we have seen such a mode in a WWE game, and for that reason it is a very unique experience to see and play in a WWE video game. If you're not aware already, the island is a brand new WWE themed open world experience where you can complete quests, compete in live events, upgrade and customise your My Superstar through multiple storyline chapters, as well as checking out the new gear and creation parts in the numerous themed shops. With the mode, you're going to be progressing over 5 playable chapters featuring various superstars and legends in each. So 5 chapters total, 1 at launch currently and 4 added over time, with each chapter said to be between 10 and 12 hours of gameplay each, with the theme here focusing around your custom superstar as well as Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. 2K will also be offering a DLC expansion pack down the line, with a new area called the Hall of Legends being released mid-year. That will include a new quest and storyline, along with 2 brand new superstars, creation parts, banners and more. Get your hands on WWE 2K25, link at the top of the video description as well as the pinned comment, and don't just be a spectator, be part of the action. Once again, a big thanks to 2K for sponsoring today's video. As always, stay tuned for more 2K25 coverage coming to the channel soon, and until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.